Greetings, Alexey here, the developer for Open Apocalypse. In this video I will tell you about new features that have been implemented in the game. First of all, starting with Cityscape, let's have some vehicles going. Alright, so first of all, minimap. It's mostly done. We have colors for objects, we have rectangles for selected objects, and we have lines for where the vehicles are going, and if they are attacking, there are red lines. Okay, next. The animations, like they use this banking animation when they turn, like this. Like, let me show you. Here is the bike, so it bends in one direction to move about when it's turning around. It's better with a Phoenix hover car to demonstrate this. Like, as you can see, like it banks to the right to turn right and banks to the left to turn left. So it's like in vanilla. Okay, next thing is vehicles now dodge attacks. So if we send this guy to attack anyone, like even if we attack him, you can see that the vehicles, they dodge incoming fire. If there's a projectile that's about to hit them, they will start dodging it. Let's go shoot someone else. So as you can see, they try to get out of the way of the projectile, which is going at them. Next thing. Okay, so vehicles now auto-adjust their height. So when you put the vehicle in place and you change its height, it will move to the appropriate height. Okay, next, vehicles now. You can now select vehicles properly, so you have this window of vehicles. You can scroll around it, you can select multiple vehicles, you can send multiple vehicles at once. You have these brackets around them, so the yellow ones are for the first vehicle in the list, and the orange for the other vehicles in the selection list, and red is for your target vehicle. Also, we've implemented some nice stuff like teleporters and cloaking devices and point defense. So let's show off the point defense. Okay, they are both in flight. Okay. Anyways, to show off the point defense, we need to actually equip it on one of our vehicles. So first of all, in vanilla teleport was mostly useless for XCOM because it just randomly teleported your stuff around, and obviously when you're at that part of the game you're probably using shields, so if your ship is heavily damaged, it means you've lost a lot of effort because all your shields are vaporized. They blow up if they go zero. So it's like you'll never get to zero shield, so you'll never get low on health, so you'll never get to use a teleporter. So now in Open Apoc, this maybe they will make this a checkbox so you can turn it off to get the pure vanilla experience, but you can use teleporters manually by sending your vehicles using a control click instead of normal click. So for example, if I now try to, normally I would have to if I would send the vehicle normally, it has to race from the building and just move to target. But suppose there's an invasion in the other part of the map, I can use a teleporter and they will teleport in a reasonably large area around. It's plus minus 10 tiles in every direction. Again, this will be moddable, of course, but maybe we will increase it anyway, just so the default one is higher, so it's not very imbalanced. And they can move using this teleporter every so and so seconds, every 30 seconds. So it's like this. You can use the teleporter manually to move around. This is useful Like the teleporter now has a use, and the shield again. The shield is the cloak is there, so here is the cloak in action. We can fire, and the cloak will disappear after we fire. See, the cloak disappeared, and if we don't fire for some time, the cloak will return, like it should. Like here, it's cloaked again. Next thing, point defense actually works. So point defense, I don't even know if it worked in vanilla or not, but in vanilla there was like two options to use point defense. So two weapons could fire at incoming missiles and should have done it automatically. I've read in guides that it's not really efficient. Like it's not really that good, and it's mostly useless. But I've implemented this in OpenEpoch, so now you will see. When the Phoenix fires missiles, this craft will start like shooting at it. Okay, it's buggy right now. Like for some reason, it seems like it's trying to fire at every projectile, not on missiles. Not only on missiles, but on every projectile. But we'll fix that. Oh yeah, and you can select vehicles by clicking them, of course. So let's show some more of it. So it's kind of quite effective right now, but again, it depends on what's the angle, how the missile is going. Like if the missile is going around the target, it's not as easy. Like if we attack this hover bike, the missile will go like these bizarre trajectories, and maybe it will not be as easy to intercept it, but it's generally pretty accurate. Okay, anyways, that's it for this buggy mess. This will be fixed quickly, it's easy to fix. Next, for the city, basically that's it for the city. So, no, not yet. Okay, also some additional hotkeys have been implemented. So, for example, Alt right-click will show the organization page Wikipedia for whatever object is under the cursor, like XCOM. This is, I think, MARSEC. Okay, it's Super Dynamics. This is XCOM. This is police. So you can quickly open, like you can quickly see who owns the unit by using that, and you can read about them. Alt left click is the same but for the building function. So again, quickly open the building function page for whatever you click. And like for the vehicle, it's the vehicle page, but only if you researched it. So you can click like this Phoenix hover car and you will see that, or this Hawk Air Warrior. Same with the UFOs. When you research the UFO, you will get to see what UFO it is by clicking it. It will open the page. So this is Alt click. Shift click is the function. So for example, like shift clicking a vehicle will get its equip screen, and again shift left right click is different functions. It will be different functions, like shift right click will be this one, vehicle plus units. Shift right click on the base will be the base screen, and so on. And maybe like shift right click on the building, you can buy a base. It will be like, you will be able to, you will be able to like buy a base immediately from that. Go to the base buy screen. That's it for the Cityscape, I think. Yes, I think it is. So let's go to Battlescape. What to show in Battlescape? Okay, we have some stuff, some cool stuff in Battlescape. First of all, organizations now react to you killing their dudes. Let's pick some simple one, like let's raid these guys. So right now, as in vanilla, you raid the organization which is not hostile to you. They are initially like not aggressive, but they show as hostile, but they're not attacking you. but once you like kill some of them, they will become hostile and start attacking you. So we need to kill, I think, about 3 or 4 of them for that to happen. And as we can see now, they became aggressive and they start attacking us. But we killed them too quickly. Okay, here. Let us see where they are. The remaining of their forces are. Yeah, here they are. They're going to them. So that's in, like the change of relationship when you kill hostile units. Okay, what next? Let's demonstrate, like, there is a debug arsenal of sorts. So in debug mode, you can send out shots with infinite strength, which can penetrate any wall. Like, you can use this to test stuff, or just to make like this funny thing here. Ooh! And this is used by the numpad, so numpad numbers, like from 1 to 9, send this out in different directions, and okay, let's restart. And then it's like 5 is up and down is 0, I think. Okay, let's do it another time. Let's raid someone else. Destroy someone else's property. Oh yeah, so there is no, yes, there's only down, there is no up, because there's no need for up, but there's down. You can raid, like raid fire, death. Okay, without notifications maybe. Like this, and this is fine. So there's this. And there is 0 for explosion, so a lot of cool stuff can happen with this, like something like this. Okay, I broke the game with that. We'll fix this bug later. For now, let's just restart. This is a small bug, it will get fixed easily. So next thing, there is, again, same as in the city, there's a rectangle around selected units on the map, like this, and like proper directions and stuff. There's falling damage for the units, so let's go here, let's, yeah, like any apartments will do. Spawn some brain suckers, why not? Yeah, so for example, let's put him here. Let's destroy this. So if he stands inside, he will get damaged by the fall. Like, you can hear the sound, it just, his armor is very good, so we need to remove his armor for him to get actually damaged by that. Yeah, I know. Oh, come on. Yes, you can see he got killed by it. So that's falling damage from debris. Then in base, okay, whatever. In base defense, so the base defense is now in, and in base defense, basically one thing that was strange about how it was in vanilla, I mean it's understandable, but the thing is, in vanilla there was only one kind of a sector, like basically the maps in XCOM are composed of sectors, so sectors are put together to form a map. So for example, this is a unique sector, and this is a unique sector, and they get put together. For normal maps, it's just random mesh of randomly picked sectors. For base map, it's obviously like picked after the map layout, so this is like one of the default layouts. Access lift, vehicle repair facility, and so on. And this is picked from sectors. They are bundled together to make a map. So there was only one kind of sectors for the dirt, for the place where there's nothing. And since all the sectors for the battle, they have these open ends, like this is the end of the sector, this is another sector already. So you can see here they are adjacent to each other and they have open like holes to connect to the next sector. So since they have these open holes, this means that you have to close those holes. You have to close them, but like if the sector with dirt, like the sector with earth, doesn't have something there, it will look kind of strange. It will have this detailed wall and then there's like dirt. It would be strange. So what the XCOM developers originally did is they made all the dirt sectors have these, like, how do you say it, plugs in place. So the dirt sectors, they looked like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like this assortment of neatly carved walls. And when you had a base which had some inaccessible parts of it, it looked very strange, because in dirt around the base you saw all these walls together, like there would be walls, 2 walls here and 2 walls here. They would all look kind of strange, like who would dig into this dirt just to build these neat like metal walls in there and then cover everything else back with dirt and leave it at that. That makes no sense. So what I did is I made like 16 variations of these blocks with each facing, so that way dirt is a proper dirt and it only like has these plug walls in place where it requires it. So for example, this sector, it only has a south facing plug-in walls, because only on the south is there a sector which needs to be plugged, and on the north and east and west there's just dirt. So this just looks better, small detail. Okay, what else? So for the agent equipment, we have not yet figured out how to make this properly, like multiple selected agents. You could select multiple agents and give them equipment all at once, so it was easy to equip multiple agents in the same way. Since that's not yet there in OpenEpoch, here's what I did. There is an even better feature which lets you have equipment templates. Let me show you. So you can store a template, like for example, like this one. And let's get some armor. Like this is a template. I do Control plus a number, like in strategy games, like Control 1. This is template number 1. And now I can equip other soldiers with this kind of equipment. And like strip them by using a blank template. Equip them. Like this will be template 2. So I can quickly switch between these. And this way, this gets stored in your save file. So for example, you can equip your soldiers according to several templates, and then they're like back from the mission. As you know, in XCOM Apocalypse, they don't automatically restock like their ammunition. So you had all your Toxigun ammunition in there, and some of it got spent. You don't have to like manually put it back in. You just take your soldiers and you just reapply the template for them. Where is the Toxigun? Oh yeah, here it is. You just reapply the template for them and they all get restocked to the full. So that's in. And basically for this update, sorry about that. For this update, this is it. There's like only one last small fix, but it's like not really easy to show. But basically, when poppers die from like disruptor fire, they don't explode in vanilla, so now they also don't explode in OpenEpoch. So there is that. Like poppers should explode when destroyed with armor piercing or explosive damage. They don't explode when they're disrupted. So that's also implemented. So that's it for this update. It was quite long already. A lot of stuff implemented. Thank you again for watching, and Now you can test this for yourself, so please download this version and test it, and if you find any more bugs, file GitHub issues at us so we can fix them. And see you in the next video. Goodbye.